What if I told you that not all electric dirt bikes are worth all the fuss? Believe it or not, some of them are so bad that you should avoid them at all costs. There's no denying that electric dirt bikes are all the rage right now. They offer you all the power of electric vehicles in a motorcycle that makes no sound while being on it and has all the thrills of high-end dirt bikes. There's more to them than that, and some of them are actually subpar. Currently, we will count down the top 5 electric dirt bikes you absolutely want to avoid buying. Whether it's an excessively pricey disappointment, an underpowered bike that borders on being a toy, these bikes are on this countdown for all the wrong reasons. Stick with us through to the end, because a surprise may await you in discovering that the number 1 bike is actually one that you may have heard of, but it's been ranked as one of the worst purchases you can make. Now, let's proceed with the countdown. Number 5. Speedrid Off-Road E-Bike. Coming in at number 5 is the Speedrid Off-Road E-Bike Paper. On paper, this seems to be a cost-effective means of experiencing electric dirt biking. The commercials tout this product as having the ability to handle off-road with an electric battery that has the power to last for hours. However, the rub is that most buyers will realize that this is in reality an electric bicycle, rather than an actual dirt bike. The trouble begins with the battery. It drains much too quickly for the advertised rate, often leaving a rider stranded after a brief ride. The suspension is also problematic, with a stiff, low-quality feel that makes rough terrain both unpleasant and dangerous. The problem is that it is merely advertised as off-road compliant. The truth is that it is a struggle just going down a basic trail. There are also complaints about deceptive marketing. The bike comes advertised as a dirt bike, but what it actually is and how it actually functions is something else. That is okay if you're just riding through the neighborhood, but if you are going trail riding, you will be let down. But the worst part of all, consumer support is virtually non-existent. Getting replacement parts can be problematic. And if something does happen to break, which can be common, you're left with nothing. However, as dreadful as the Speedrid is, at least it costs little. The following bike on our list will cost you more, but will give you even less. Number 4, Errika Electric Dirt Bike. At number 4, we have the Errika Electric Dirt Bike. This electric motorcycle has become notorious for taking the easiest route in all aspects. At first, the bike appears to be sleek and sporty, with daring designs and performance prowess. However, the rider will surely not enjoy the bike's shortcomings. The parts are very affordable, right from the frame to the braking system to the motor. Rider reviews best describe this experience as delicate and flimsy, to the point where you feel it could come apart with pressure. The mileage is very low, to the point where you can nearly complete 20 miles in one sitting. The motor is also very weak and torqueless, making riding up inclines and rugged terrain nightmarish. However, the problem with it? Customer service. When there are issues, which there inevitably are going to be, customers have found that Errika offers nothing but the worst support. It can't turn up replacement components for customers to fix it, for instance, but it ignores any claims for a warranty. The Errika represents the typical firm trying to cash in on the electric dirt bike market without putting money into quality. It looks cool in pictures, but is essentially a sinkhole. Now, if you think that only cheaper bicycles should be avoided, then think again. The next option is from a recognized brand, but it absolutely fails when considering going off-road. Number 3, Zero FXE, off-road use. At number 3, we have the Zero FXE. However, let's make one thing clear. Zero is a reputable brand within the electric motorbike market. Their road bikes are very elegant, powerful, and highly sought after and positively reviewed. However, the FXE as a motocross motorbike is a total failure. The FXE is intended purely as a commuting bike. It is agile, stylish, and plenty of fun in urban settings. However, when used by cyclists off-roading, issues commence. The FXE is not intended, built, or suited for trails. Tires aren't suited for trails, nor is the motor. However, riders feel that the FXE becomes unstable on rugged surfaces. The reason is that this dirt bike doesn't possess the required ruggedness and toughness, which should be the case in such a motorcycle. However, the point to note is that this motorcycle does not suit trail riding at all. The most disappointing aspect of this motorcycle is its pricing. The price of the FXE is higher than budget dirt bikes, although it performs poorer off-road. Persons who acquired this motorcycle expecting it to be dual-purpose may feel deceived, but if you think the FXE is bad, you should see what the next bike is like. It is heavy, expensive, and has so many glitches that it is hands down one of the most frustrating wrinkles. Number 2. Sur-Ron Storm Bee. Secondly, we have the Sur-Ron Storm Bee. Now, Sur-Ron is well known for the Light Bee, an electric dirt bike that is both lightweight and very reliable. But surprisingly, not the Storm Bee. The Storm Bee is an electric dirt bike that has the ability to compete with gasoline dirt bikes in power. However, the bike has many problems in that it is heavy and buggy, and has software problems in that its power can cut out at times. Riders report problems with software in that the power can cut out and the bike is heavy. The bike is also very pricey, costing thousands of dollars more compared to other models. While its promise of new technology and performance delivery, the bike ends up being slow compared to lighter models. Most people find it to be boring to ride, which goes directly to the point of having a dirt bike. It is a shame for Storm Bee because of the good reputation that Sur-Ron had established in the industry by developing Light Bee. Ironically, they failed despite developing a product that was not complete. It was also overpriced. Now, we have reached number 1 on our countdown. This bike has been infamous for cyclists who rate it as the worst electric dirt bike on the market. Let's see what ranks number 1 on our list. Number 1. Talaria X3. At number 1, there is the Talaria X3. This particular product has been known to be among the most disappointing electric dirt bikes available. The X3 is underpowered with a weak motor that has trouble handling the trails. The suspension is so weak, making it hard to take the bike on the trails. The quality of the X3 resembles a toy bike. Ride-ons are known to describe the X3 as a wannabe dirt bike. It's meant to look like one, but doesn't perform like one. The X3 has very low torque, making hills unrideable, and the range could keep you recharging all day. This is made even worse by its price. The X3 is not exactly a bargain, but other, much cheaper bikes perform better. Buyers frequently feel cheated, realizing only after they have bought their X3 that they have paid a good deal of money for something that does not actually work. To top it off, the Talaria X3 comes at the top of this list because it has the worst of every performance, quality of construction, and value category. It's the bike riders are warned about because of its several wrongs. And so, with this comes the list of the 5 electric dirt bikes that you should steer clear of at all costs. From the toy-like Talaria X3 to the overpriced Sur-Ron Storm Bee, these dirt bikes go to show that not all electric rides are created equal. Electric dirt biking: adventure, hype, and deception. While electric dirt biking may be exhilarating, electric dirt biking is fraught with both excitement and deception. The bottom line is research, preview, then purchase from trusted sources. Because when you're out in the trails, the last thing you need is a bike that will fail you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos.